Not to compare yourself with other people. Very simple way to do that is be so busy with your own improvement that you have no time to compare yourself with other people. You only compare yourself with others when you want validation. You know what is validation? I want to check if I'm better than the other person or not. That's the only time you compare yourself with others. Okay. So let's go back to comparison first and then we'll come to this. I hope you're getting the answer to that. How not to compare yourself with others? Simple answer, focus more on yourself. Remember the plants? Yeah? Focus on watering your plant. Focus on giving it fertilizer, light, everything that it needs. And let your garden blossom, okay? Don't be jealous of other people. If you compare yourself with other people to make yourselves better, please remember someone somewhere will always be ahead of you. There was this viral cartoon on the internet where Dhirubhai Ambani and Shah Rukh Khan are meeting. So, and there are speech bubbles. You know how these cartoonists, they're very creative. They're speech bubbles. Shah Rukh Khan is thinking, I wish I could have his money. And Dhirubhai Ambani is thinking, I wish I could have his looks, right? So which means even the most popular superstar in the world is not, is not happy with himself. And the richest man in the world, one of the richest men is not happy with himself. So comparing is a losing game. You don't want to play it. Okay, we move to the next one, which was about how to be more productive. Is engineering everything? Let's come back to that. Let's come back to that. That was a nice one. Nothing to ask. Is engineering, and please moderate. We can track your inputs, so be careful of what you type in. Is engineering everything? No, it is your chosen profession, but you are more than your profession, yes or no? You want to be a well-rounded, balanced human being. You want to be an engineer with leadership qualities too, with good communication, presentation skills too, right? Now, think about this. Steve Jobs was not an engineer himself, yes or no? Do you know this? Steve Jobs was not the engineer at Apple. It was Steve Wozniak, the other guy, who was, and then Jonathan Ive, who was the chief designers. These were the engineering brains behind one of the world's most powerful tech companies. Steve Jobs was the marketing guy, was the presentation guy. So those sort of skills will help. So no, engineering is not everything, but yes, as far as your skill development is concerned, from now onwards, it's everything for you for the next 4 years, but you want to end up as a balanced, well-rounded professional and a human being. So what if you're a good engineer with bad health? You want that scenario? Right? You can't actually, Japanese have a wonderful manufacturing philosophy, which is called Gemba. Gemba means go and see. When something goes wrong, the Japanese expect their team members to go to the scene where the malfunction has happened and find out what's going wrong there. So you want to have good health. You want physical vitality too. So yes, that's my answer to that one. Next one, please. Please moderate, Chirag. Thank you. How to be productive. To-do list. And learn selective attention. What is that? Selective attention. Choose what you want to pay attention to. Ignore what you don't want to pay attention to. Remember looking for the color green exercise? Remember that? If you know at the beginning of the day what I'm looking for, you're going to ignore everything else and focus on what you're looking for, right? So every morning, be clear on what you want to do today. You'll be more productive. Next one, please. Okay, repeat. Deal with low confidence and failures. I'll just say, there are no failures. There is only feedback. I will choose to look at the world from a positive perspective. There are no failures. There's only feedback. Feedback means how I can do it better next time. Failure happens when you stop trying. Is this clear? Feedback is how to do better next time. Failure is मैं आज के बाद ये चीज़ ट्राई नहीं करूँगा. Let's say आप में से कोई स्टेज पर आने के लिए नर्वस होता है. Anybody here feels very nervous and shy coming up on stage? Don't worry, I will not call you on stage, right? But if you go on the stage first time and you're unable to speak, don't call it a failure. Take it as feedback. What went wrong? I was unprepared, this didn't go right, that didn't go right. And we'll take two more. How to utilize your time well. My biggest input here is quit or minimize social media. I know this is going to be very hard for folks at your age to do this, but if you're able to do it, you will have a superpower, just like Superman has kryptonite, right? Is that right? So this will be your kryptonite. I use either no social media or only 5%. Think about it. The top people in the world that you follow, I'll give you an insider's thing here, that you admire on Insta. Yes, you have? Girls? You got all these influencers that you follow. Boys, you got all these YouTubers that you follow. They personally do not spend any time on social media. They have teams who handle this. It's outsourced. Right? It's outsourced to a PR team who takes care of it. So they can do what they're doing best. अगर हम एक बकेट में पानी डालते जाएं, पर वहाँ से लीकेज है, पानी टिकेगा उसमें? नहीं, जल्दी खाली हो जाएगा. टाइम की बकेट में से सबसे बड़ी लीकेज है सोशल मीडिया. You know why? Because this device is in your pocket. You don't even know when you're doing it and when you're not doing it. I go to the gym, I know मेरे को एक physical location पे जाना है, मेरे को 45 minutes वहाँ spend करना है. Phone पे मेरे को track नहीं हो रहा. You see the screen activity report end of the week and you will be like, oh my God, I spent 5 hours on social media looking at other people's photographs or their dinners or what they were having for dinner. Wrong strategy. Gee. I'm going to take one more. It's not how are you, it's probably who are you activity that you wanted to write. How to stay dedicated and ignore distractions. Anyone, can you identify who asked this question? Would be great. No? Okay. We'll use this gentleman here in the black t-shirt for a demo. Quickly. Come. This is very important for youngsters. Thanks for being here. Will you cooperate with me for a little demonstration?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, how to ignore distractions and be dedicated. Okay, so it is said, I think it was Socrates. I'm not sure, could be Aristotle, but one of those old Greek philosophers. It is said, this is a story, okay? It is said a young guy who wanted to succeed in his life found out where Socrates lived. And he wanted to ask him, sir, what is the secret to being dedicated and the secret to success? So Socrates was not at home. He was having a morning bath in the river. He's standing in the middle of the river where the water is very, very deep. The deepest, in fact. Yahan tak. So the pupil is outside. We'll call you pupil, and I'll call myself Socrates for this exercise. So he asked him, he said, can you please tell me the secret to success? I've heard you're a great teacher. आपका बड़ा नाम है, मुझे बताएंगे मैं कैसे successful हो सकता हूँ. कहता बेटा कहाँ से आए हो? He told him some very far off Greek village. Really, you come from so far for this to know this answer? I will give you the answer, but come inside the river. Right? So now you can come closer. So this man, because he's very eager, he goes inside the river and धीरे धीरे डरते हुए, because the river is at the deepest in the middle, सबसे गहरी है नदी, right in the middle. तो इसने उसको नदी में अपने साथ बुला लिया. So he says, you want to be successful? He says, yes. How badly? He said, really, I can do anything for success. So what he does is, he puts his hands on his neck and plunges his head down into water. नदी में इसका सर डुबो देता है, and Socrates is way stronger, is holding him. ये फड़फड़ा रहा है, पूरा जोर लगा रहा है, and is holding him tightly there for so long. And finally, what will be your reaction when you come up, when you have air?
What are you doing, man?
He's giving me the honest answer. What are you doing, man? Why? No, but first thing is, imagine if you're in underwater for so long, you will not be able to say a word. You'll be like, and of course, then he said this, what are you doing, man? What was this? I just want to know you. Can you not teach me? Theoretically, through PowerPoint. What is the secret to success? Iski kya zarurat thi? I could have died in there. He said, son, the day you want success as badly as you wanted oxygen down there, you will be successful. Thank you. You get this? This is my answer to this question. The day you want to be something as badly as you want oxygen if you're underwater, you will automatically forget distractions. And you have that ability, yes or no? You've had those periods of time in your life when you could ignore every distraction and function at your peak. For most Indian students, it is 8:45 on the day of the examination if the exam is at 9 o'clock. Am I right? But don't leave it till the end. Kash mujhe pehle pata hota. Don't let that happen to you. So I'm sure there's tons of other questions which we cannot answer here. Social media is the place to connect, and you will see me here more often at Deviate. Once again, I thank you so much, sir. Faculty, management, parents, teachers, and wonderful students. I wish you all the best ahead. Thanks. Take care.